welcome to this update video. I hope you're doing great. So we're looking at the infrared weather satellite as per usual, and we can see this huge massive showers, thunderstorms, all that convection coming off of Africa in association with a tropical wave. Now that is a tropical wave we want to watch down the road, as models are hinting that we could see development of it. And even if it doesn't develop, it doesn't require us to have a tropical storm or hurricane for there to be dangerous impacts. So this may get itself together as it approaches the Caribbean, and we're going to be looking at what some models have to show. And aside from that, a couple scattered showers and thunderstorms around in parts of the Caribbean, Northern South America. Nothing too intense. As we take a closer look here, we can see that for sure. So a couple thunderstorms are popping around here and there. Now, rainfall forecast throughout today and into this, throughout much of today, so into this evening, we can see that it gets a bit colorful for parts of Central America. As expected, it's a pretty active area. Even some spots in Jamaica may experience some heavy downpours at times. May not be as much for parts of the Cayman Islands, Cuba, toward the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. Things may dry up a bit for parts of South Florida. And then as we head to Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and through the Lesser Antilles, most of the Lesser Antilles, a whole lot of rain not expected. ABC Islands, similar story. But then for Trinidad and Tobago, there is some moisture moving in from the east, so it may help to enhance the rainfall activity throughout today. You can let me know what goes on for you in the comments. And then as it pertains to seeing potential development, first things first, the National Hurricane Center has not yet marked an area to watch, but that hibernation is about to end since things are waking up in the tropics quite literally. So there is some dust out there. The dust has been helping out a lot to keep things calm and quiet. And then once we have that break in the Saharan dust, that is really when we tend to see these tropical waves try to take advantage of other conditions that may be favorable to allow them to develop. But overall, there is dust moving through, and then there's that next dense plume, which is going to be making its way through much of the Caribbean islands. The Lesser Antilles go into the Greater Antilles, even up to the Bahamas and Florida and towards Central America. But again, we've got that robust tropical wave coming off Africa. They tend to look very robust, but then as they make their way into a drier, more stable environment, they lose a lot of the activity that we initially see, unless of course the environment is favorable to allow them to develop. Now, as it pertains to the ensemble members for GFS, this goes all the way out to Wednesday night of next week. So final day of the month, the 31st of July. And we do see a few members picking up that, hey, we could see a tropical wave that may come off near that time. Try to get itself together. But GFS is really focusing that action for the vicinity of Central America, especially towards the Pacific side. Euro, on the other hand, has been getting consistent about development. We can see these different members in parts of the Northwest Caribbean up to the Bahamas near Florida. So this general area will be one to watch. And then we could see something else trying to come in behind it and develop. So it's not a full guarantee that, yes, we will be seeing something. However, the signs are there. We have the tropical waves. It's really just a matter of the environment being conducive or not. And one of the key things that will help to really boost these storms is the very warm surface water. So these orange and yellow shadings here represent above average temperatures. The whites mean that temperatures are pretty much normal. Meanwhile, those blue shadings indicate below normal temperatures. So generally, for most of the Caribbean, it is above average. Temperatures are well on their way. So once the upper level winds are favorable and there's a lot of moisture around in the air, we could actually see these tropical waves slowly starting to take advantage of said conditions so that they can intensify even more into tropical storms and hurricanes. And so guys, that is essentially what I wanted to share with you in this update video. Again, there are those areas which I mentioned at the start of the video in terms of seeing rainfall activity today. And additionally, there is quite a bit of dust out there, and there's that newly emergent tropical wave which may try to develop into something as we head into next week. But I'm going to be keeping my eye on it, and even more important, I will be keeping you updated with my daily videos twice a day if necessary. So that is basically it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you this morning, and I do hope you found this update to be informative. But if you have questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get to you guys when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.